Hi everyone, my name is Eddie Wang and welcome to Fahkumram 50-50 mix-up video, and we are going to cover the ramasura and barbaric elbow 50-50 mix-up launcher that works only on counter hit, but you can key charge and be in position to do this every time. So whenever you enter counter hit territory, your ramasura is always going to be a counter hit. So it's pretty much like a hell sweep. So he can do this and do really big damage. He can also do this from the barbaric elbow. So if he does this, he gets 71 damage. Yeah, so this character is this crazy and he can do this stuff easily. But as you guys say, but when he can charge it, he is not able to ward. So you can pretty much hit him with anything. Yes, that is true. But good luck trying to hit a character that hits you from range 3. Yes, because Fahkumram can hit you from the range, as you guys can see here, and he can hit you like up from here or from this range. And this isn't going to be an easy task to deal with Fahkumram on these ranges, because that is pretty much the edge of his reach, and his moves can hit you while you cannot hit him, and he can expand this reach like from range 4, and still going to make you block like ramasura because of it. So it's just insane. He is really this crazy. So whenever you guard, for example, let's say that the opponent is guarding, I'm just want to exemplify why this is pretty much hard to deal with it. You guys can see the pushback that this move has. This is a safe mid homing move, and it's minus 13 of course, but it has a lot of pushback and puts you on range 2 at most of the time. And if you measure this with the tip, it will always going to be around range 3. So there is nothing in the game that can hit you from range 3 from any character that is not Fahkumram, and only Fahkumram can hit you from range 3. As you guys can see, this is just this crazy. So if you know your reach, this character is a beast, is a monster. And this is broken. This makes this broken. This move right here becomes broken because this is neutral on block, and this is safe with a pushback. So what we are going to take a look at. So when you key charge, your opponent has to guess either you are going to do this, you are going to do this, you are going to do this, you are going to go into ramasuras, and they have to deal with all these options, and they cannot move around because this one is a homing move. So in which positions are viable to key charge with Fahkumram? Some people do say anywhere on the screen, but there are combos from that he has. He has combos that can lead to this. Drop it for the second time in a row. And you key charge right here. You got and it's ready. Whenever you go from those moves, now it's up to you to just throw them out. It's really brain dead, and you just throw them out and see where it leads. And you can always throw the mid option, but the thing is, your opponent has to worry about each option, so it won't be able to tell which one is the one that he needs to block, unless of course if has a guarded. But if you just do route this, he is done. If you sidestep into this, he's done. And of course you still have this right here which is going to condition them to not duck from too long, and this also hits like far away. So Yeah, Fahkumram is no comments, guys, no commentary. So when he does this, which is what I'm going to break down next, is if your opponent guards this, your opponent can choose to guard the barbaric elbow on counter hit, but it doesn't mean that he is off the net just after they block it, because your counter hit properties after you use it are still going to be there. So you can pretty much force this until it disappears. And the best part about this is that it's safe at neutral and still makes cheap damage. So your opponent might try to, for example, jab out of this for an instance, and if they try to jab after you do this, your sidestep 4 is going to hit because it's neutral, and at neutral you can sidestep at ease. Your sidestep 4 is going to hit regardless. If the opponent tries to do a slower move than 12 frames, he has a magic 4, and the magic 4 is still going to hit the opponent. And he's still going to get a lot more damage. Your opponent can of course try to duck or to sidestep, but the thing is you have to be extremely careful where to sidestep after you block the barbaric elbow, because let's say if you try to go to sidestep left, Fahkumram has a launcher that tracks to that side, so isn't really much of a great option to go to that side. And if you go like for a sidestep right, Fahkumram also has a battery that it tracks to sidestep, so you won't be able to move to each side regardless. So you have to either respect and react. That is pretty much what you're gonna have to try. And when he does this with the barbaric elbow, you are pretty much at Fahkumram's mercy, because he has this that is going to crash if you try to dig jab. He has magic for at 12 frames. He can sidestep into a launch. He can backdash and hit you with whatever, because his reach is much bigger. He has also, you can try to sidestep right, and he has this, and this it will impede you to sidestep in general, and he's still going to get guaranteed hits regardless. Like for example, he can get into this, and he can also try to mix you up again. He can also try to hit you with other stuff, like for example he can backdash, of course, because he is standing. He can sidestep, he can backdash, he can duck, he can interrupt, and he can magic force. So you are pretty much at his mercy, because I believe this move is broken. This is neutral, and this move shouldn't be neutral. I believe it should be -9, but being neutral allows Fahkumram to try to bullshit you, and he has a lot of options that works despite being in key charge territory. And he has stuff like this right here that are still going to be a huge problem to deal with it, regardless of your stepping. And it's safe, that's safe, -9. He also has this, and he has this kick right here. And so that's pretty much how this character operates, on top of having really small hitboxes. So you're gonna have to make a decision. Do you want him to get closer, or do you want to bait him to attack? So if you try to, the only option that you have against Fahkumram is to react to whatever he's doing, but it's extremely hard to do with this move around in the game, which tracks pretty much anything, and it's safe. And then he has this one, so he can just do this and still try to launch you, regardless of you trying to move around. You can be hit by stuff like this, believe, and it's going to annoy you for days. But if you main Fahkumram, it's really not that hard. You should just try him out a few times. Just practice your combos first and learn your tools, then you can just let this rock and hike away as much as you feels like. So that's pretty much for the video today. Hope you guys enjoyed. So see you guys in the next one.